It's finally here, Embarkation Day, but make any of these mistakes and it can cost you time, comfort, and even that vacation vibe that you have been looking forward to. Hi there, I'm Ilana from the website lifewellcruise.com. Welcome back to my channel. In this video, I'm going to skip over some of the more obvious tips like don't fly in the same day as your cruise, only because I think that you probably have heard that before. Still very good advice, by the way, but we're going to stick to some of the things that might be a little bit lesser known, both for first-time cruisers as well as seasoned cruisers alike. We'll be going through boarding mistakes, carry-on no-nos, cruise wear oversights, forgetting crucial tasks, and food and fun gone wrong. Now, before I get started, I did want to mention that if you like this video, if you find it helpful, informative, or enjoyable in any way, then please do give this video a big thumbs up. I really do appreciate it. And please subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. Let's get started. Number one, arriving too early or too late. Now, most cruise lines are going to have you choose a check-in time when you do your online check-in. Now, typically you do have a window of about 30 minutes to an hour around that check-in time, but arrive too early and you could be stuck waiting outside the embarkation terminal and arrive too late. Worse yet, you could risk that cruise ship having a cutoff time and you not being able to board the ship. Number two, not understanding how the boarding process works. And of course, especially if you're a first-time cruiser, this is very normal. However, it's not a free-for-all. When you do get to your embarkation terminal, it's a little bit like when you get to the airport in that you do have a check-in process, you will go through security, and then most of the time you're going to board in groups. Number three, not printing or screenshotting your boarding documents before you get to the cruise terminal. Now, I have to say, I have made this mistake before where I downloaded the cruise line app and lo and behold, when I was in the cruise terminal, the Wi-Fi was glitchy and I could not open it up on my phone. Now, luckily, my son had screenshot our boarding passes, so it made it much easier for us. But the best thing that you can do is even print those boarding documents so that you can reduce any potential hassle. Carry-on and packing mistakes. Luggage mishaps, unfortunately, can result in major issues on embarkation day. Now, this includes number four, packing your passport or your required identification in your checked luggage. Now, when you arrive at the cruise terminal, you're going to have porters that are usually going to take your checked luggage and that will be delivered to your cruise cabin. However, if you leave your passport or your ID in your checked luggage, this can and usually does result in being denied boarding. So pro tip, make sure that you do have your passport and any other required identification right on you in your handbag or embarkation day carry-on. Number five, forgetting to pack a well thought out carry-on bag to have all of your essentials on the first day of your cruise. Now, it's going to be a few hours until your luggage is delivered to your cabin, and it has happened to us before that it has been close to dinner time. So some first day essentials that you might want to keep with you are a swimsuit and flip-flops if you're hitting the pool early, a change of clothing, toiletries to freshen up, chargers, electronics, medication, and jewelry, cruise documents, your passport, perhaps wine, if it's allowed, or a CPAP machine if you're bringing one, and a little bonus, small bills for tipping porters as you do arrive at the cruise terminal. Now, I'm getting ready for a cruise in just a week, and this is the carry-on bag that I am bringing with me. Now, by the way, this video is sponsored by Nomad Lane, and this is the bento bag version 4. I absolutely love it. I have it in blue, by the way, and now I also have it in this gorgeous berry color. This bag is a total game changer. It's perfectly sized to fit under the seat on a plane so that you can use it as your personal item while flying. But it also transitions seamlessly into the most organized embarkation day bag you've ever had. It opens up clamshell like a suitcase, which makes packing and unpacking a breeze. And it has this light colored interior lining so that you're not digging through a black hole while trying to find your lip balm or boarding pass. Everything is visible and right where it should be. It has dedicated compartments and pouches for toiletries, tech gear, and place to put your passport, keys, and other important items. It's a really smart design. You've got room for a change of clothing, your medication, and other essentials. And the padded laptop sleeve is located in the center of the bag, not on the outside. Now, that might sound like a small detail, but it actually provides much better protection since it cushions your device from impacts on either side. Now, if you've ever had your laptop shoved under a seat or slammed around during boarding, you know how important this is. And there's also a zip-up water bottle holder, quick access top pockets, and a trolley sleeve that slips over your rolling luggage. So it's super easy to move around the airport or the cruise terminal. It looks stylish, it's built to last, and it truly makes staying organized for your flight, pre-cruise hotel, and your embarkation day easy and enjoyable. I'll leave a link to the Nomad Lane website and the bento bag down below in the description of this video in case you do want to check it out, along with a discount code that you can use. Number 6, trying to carry on too much on embarkation day. Now, you don't want to lug around too much, especially if it's heavy. Now, if you plan on bringing any soda in cases on embarkation day, as you're allowed to on some cruise lines, even if you think it doesn't look like much, don't carry a case of 12 in your arms. That is going to be tough. Instead, put it in a wheeled carry-on piece of luggage or even attach it on top. Number 7, wearing the wrong clothing or shoes. Now, I'm going to tell you the shoe story right away. Don't wear uncomfortable shoes on embarkation day. I did that. I wore some very cute sandals that I never wore for a long period of time. And one thing about embarkation day is you'll probably spend about 2 hours walking a lot, exploring that cruise ship. Well, what happened to me? I ended up having blisters after that time. So it's definitely a good idea to make sure that you are wearing your comfortable shoes on embarkation day. Plan your embarkation day outfit. Now, do not leave this as an afterthought because you'll probably be taking some photos on embarkation day, so you might just want to look cute or look coordinated, or you might want to have those fun cruise t-shirts or matching t-shirts. If that's something that you want to do, plan ahead. And don't forget to check the weather because if it's a cool day, you may not want to be wearing a sundress. Number 8, forgetting to pack freshen up essentials. Now, something that a lot of people forget about is packing a toothbrush and toothpaste right in your carry-on bag, or maybe some makeup to freshen up, or some wipes, or some deodorant. Number 9, trying to go to your cabin before it is ready. Now, most cruise lines are not going to allow their guests to go to their cabin until sometime after lunch. So it's best to pack your patience because if everybody tries to go into the cabin area, sometimes it can cause a further delay. Overlooked yet crucial tasks. Now, these might not be the most fun things to do on an embarkation day, but it is a mistake to not do them. Number 10, not going straight to the muster drill. Now, I used to go and have a drink before we did our muster drill, but we have changed that over the last year. And now the very first thing that we do is we head over to our muster station and we do our check-in. Number 11, not putting your phone in airplane mode. Now, just like when you go on an airplane, you need to put your phone in airplane mode, you have to do the same thing on a cruise ship. And it might surprise people because your phone is going to work when you're in the middle of the sea, even if you're not on airplane mode. However, what is going to happen is you are going to be using data and it is not usually going to be covered with your plan. And you could have a bill for hundreds, if not thousands of dollars. Now, by the way, if you've purchased the cruise Wi-Fi, or even if you haven't, if you do want to use the cruise line app, you can use all of that while on airplane mode. And once you're on the cruise ship, you'll have instructions as to how you can set that up. Number 12, bringing banned or prohibited items. Now, that is going to cause a delay. So you don't want to bring any of the items that you should not on the first day of your cruise. Now, you can find a list of prohibited items on every cruise line's website, and sometimes there are some small differences from one to the other. But some things that are commonly confiscated from people are irons and steamers. Those are not allowed on cruise ships because they are fire hazards. Another item are extension cords and surge protected power strips. And you want to check for an updated list because recently some cruise lines have banned Bluetooth speakers, baby monitors, and internet routers. Number 13, not checking your passport expiry dates. Some countries require your passport to be valid 6 months beyond the last date of your cruise. Make sure that you double check early. Now, I have one more category, and then I have a few fun mini mistakes that you are going to want to be aware of. Food and fun mess ups. Now, these mistakes won't ruin your cruise, but they can certainly have an impact on the first day. Number 14, eating in the cruise buffet instead of checking out some of the other alternative food venues. Now, if you want chaos, just go to the buffet. But otherwise, look for some other places that are open to eat lunch on Embarkation Day. Now, this can include the main dining room that often has a pretty nice sit-down lunch that is ready to serve, and honestly, most people don't know it. But other venues include a poolside grill. So if you want to hit the pool, or maybe the kids want to hit the pool, grab some pizza by the pool or grab a burger. Number 15, not making first day reservations. Now, if you haven't already made some reservations before your cruise online, make sure that you do these on the first day of your cruise. This includes booking specialty dining, scheduling your spa services, reserving any shows and activities, and very important, sign your kids up for the kids club. Number 16, drinking too much too soon. Now, especially if you have that beverage package, it could seem like a lot of fun to do the 15 drink challenge, but that is not a good idea. Not only is it going to ruin your first night, but it can even ruin the next day as well. Number 17, not knowing where you are going to enjoy sail away. Now, sail away is really a moment in time that is meant to be celebrated and enjoyed on your embarkation day. Now, you can choose to go to the sail away party if you like a little bit more action, maybe a little bit of line dancing. But if you prefer a quieter experience, you can head out to one of the bars, for instance, at the back of the cruise ship, or even enjoy your own private sail away on your balcony. Bonus mini mistakes: not meeting your cruise cabin attendant. On the first day of your cruise, make sure that once you finally are in your cruise cabin, that you do meet your cabin attendant. And this is a great time to ask for any items that you might need, like extra hangers, a mattress topper, or even removing items from your mini fridge. Not checking for day one spa deals. Oftentimes on day one, you can get some great specials for later on in the week. Not unpacking once your bags arrive. I have a rule: all my unpacking has to be done before dinner on the first night of my cruise. Of course, as long as I do get my luggage, but I want to be able to go to dinner, I want to go to a show, and I want to be able to come back to my cabin later on and have it already feel like home. Not taking an embarkation day group photo. Now, whether you are cruising with your family or a larger group of friends, it is a great idea to make sure that you do take that photo on embarkation day. That is going to be a memory that you're all going to look back on and cherish. Now, I'm going to leave a link to the Nomad Lane website and bento bag, along with a discount code that you can use down in the description below this video, as well as a pinned comment. Now, I hope that you enjoyed this video. I would love to hear from you. Please let me know any of your embarkation day mistakes that you have ever made. I know I'm not the only one. Please let me know down in the comments below, as well as any other tips that I may have missed. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please do give it a big thumbs up. I really do appreciate it, and please subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. Bye for now, and happy cruising.